Oh,
Good morning, everybody. This is Lorraine Ball.
and Jennifer Denny.
And
Susan McConnell. Oh, sorry.
no, I was going to introduce you, but you introduced yourself, Susan, so that's all great. For those of you who've not been with us before, Jennifer and I were doing Clubhouse and found that too many of our friends and fans weren't able to access the conversation, so we have brought them here to Facebook.
And now
LinkedIn. And so, in honor of the fact that we are now live on LinkedIn, we have invited Susan McConnell, who's our favorite LinkedIn expert.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be your favorite.
You keep us up to date.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so keep us up to date. What's new on LinkedIn?
So there's one quick one we can talk about, and I noticed it, I think, about a week or so ago, and I believe I did a post on it. It's so for me, like when I want to send someone information in a direct message, and I want to send like a picture or a document, and sometimes you have to go search for it or whatever, and you can now just have the document, and then you can just drag and drop it. So if you have the document, so you don't have to save it to your computer, essentially. And you can drag and drop. You never used to be able to do that. And I'm a huge drag and dropper.
So like a desktop version? Is that on the desktop?
Yeah, so I have like a document down here. Instead of actually downloading it and saving it, I can just drag it over.
Wow. So is your sharing information, does that work both in posts and in the messaging feature?
So I haven't tried it in post. I was trying to send somebody pictures, and I didn't know where they were, and I couldn't find them. So I just dragged and dropped them in. I was like, whoa, it works. I can't believe it.
Wow. Oh, that's awesome. That, that's just such a time saver.
That's me. Time saver 101. Yes.
Efficiency. I noticed too in Messenger, you can now connect like Zoom or Microsoft Teams or I forget what the other one was, and just schedule a meeting right then and there.
Yes, correct. You can. You used to be able to do the video directly. They changed that, and I don't know why. You used to be able to be on your phone and do a video and just send it in Messenger. That's a little bit different now. They want you to do the Teams and all of that.
Okay, LinkedIn is owned by Microsoft. So the fact that it integrates with Teams should not be a surprise to anybody.
Right? Right. I'm sure you'll see more features. Maybe we should have ability to do like send a PowerPoint or a Microsoft document. You never know what's coming down the road. That would be fun.
That would. Okay, so what else is new on LinkedIn?
So creator mode is fairly new, and I know we have gone back and forth about that one, so I figured I'd bring that one up. It's a great tool, and the reason it's a great tool is because you can. I can talk today. It's Friday. You can do a little sort of mini video on your profile picture, and you can also add your hashtags at the bottom of your tagline. And what that does is the algorithm shows more people. It shows it to more people. So the algorithm is supposed to show your posts and more things about you to your audience.
Okay, how do you get to creator mode?
So you can actually get to creator mode through regular LinkedIn on your computer, but it's really almost easier to do it on your phone. And you just go to your settings on your phone, and then you click your picture, and then you just scroll down and you can turn it on. And then once you turn it on, you can go down and you can do your video. I have not tried to do my video on the computer. They may have changed it, but as of right now, I thought the only way you could do it was on your phone. The video.
Should I be overly concerned? It's not a professional video. Like, it's, I have an opinion, obviously.
You have an opinion?
No way, Jennifer. What is it?
I mean, I think it was more you can be yourself, the better you're going to be. And then my next thought kind of goes to the strategy of, what are you putting there? Probably depends on what you're currently looking for.
Exactly. Someone looking for a job. What a great tool, right? Call hashtags for everything that you're in an industry. videos like, hi, and it gives them another angle of you besides just reading and seeing your face and what you look like, which is great for job seekers. And for consultants like us, we can, again, one, do you, and two, what problem you solve and how you help people. And I'm a big proponent of that because it's not all about me. It's not, I do this, I have this degree, I have that degree. It's how I help you. And I really think that would come across really nice. I have to redo mine, so don't look at it.
And
on my lip.
I know it seems like kind of intuitive for us that do it all the time with the hashtags, but maybe somebody can explain the technical aspects of like how hashtags work and why you get that relative information.
Yes.
Well,
go ahead.
so-
Lauren. You
Well,
go ahead.
I was going to say, the hashtags on social media originated in Twitter because one of the early users of Twitter was a techie geek, and he recognized that in programming language, the pound sign, which we now call the hashtag,
Yeah.
was used to identify groups of data that should be clustered together. And he discovered that it would work on the Twitter algorithm. And so if you used it every time somebody else used it, it would put that same information into a stream. The hashtag is a beautiful thing on Twitter. It is what fuels Instagram. Facebook tried to use it, but quite honestly, hashtags on Facebook really don't work. You kind of look like an idiot when you use them there because they just don't work right. And LinkedIn started using them, and they're trying to make it a thing. I think this latest change is going to make it more prominent. But until recently, it really wasn't a thing on LinkedIn.
So yeah, I agree. But when I teach and train people how to use LinkedIn, I do teach them to search people on hashtags because it's a great search tool. Because if you hashtag something and you're prominent there, it's a great way to search people that you want to target because they're hashtagging that particular. So for a sales tool, it's phenomenal. And I will also say to everybody, develop your own hashtag, because when you want to show someone your content, you say, follow my hashtag. And mine is hashtag Be Fabulous Today. And so every time I do a post, I put hashtag Be Fabulous Today. And so I can say, hey, Lorraine, check out my content.
That it's interesting because when way back in the day on Twitter, we had a round peg hashtag, which was OH at the peg. And if you go back even now on Twitter and you search OH at the peg, all of those tweets come up, and they were funny and they were smart and they were just kind of off the wall. And I hadn't really thought about doing that on LinkedIn as a way of tagging. We also had MTFW for our podcast. And if you search that, you will find the Twitter conversations. And so that's the thing, is that hashtags, once they're established, they live forever.
Exactly. And if you have like different projects, you can almost have a different hashtag, like you do different things. One of my coaches, he is coaching a girl and she has this whole journey story. So this story has its own hashtag. So follow her journey at. So you can play with it a little bit if you really are creative. And but yeah, it's a great prospecting tool.
So is there anything else in the creator mode besides the hashtag and the ability to leave a video?
I don't think so. And again, I think it's the fact that they're saying, and hopefully, we'll find out, that they're showing your content more. It's improving your post algorithms by doing creator mode. And having on. Oh, except for the fact that you have to move your profile to follow. You can't have you have to change that on your setting on your profile to follow. So people, when they come to your profile, they will only follow you and not connect with you.
Oh.
So they want you to have more followers than connections.
That could be a good thing, though, because the connections get you into the inbox and the constant selling. So the follower could be more of, I really am just interested in your content and not necessarily trying to sell you something.
And
Well,
that explains why I can't get any of this to work, is because I still have everything
I knew
set.
there was a reason. I knew there was a reason we'd find it. Yeah, you got to switch over to followers, which I had a hard time with. But you know what? I'm actually okay with it, because if you think about that, like they say you can have 30,000 connections, but really, do you like 30,000 best friends? I don't know, like I'm in sales and I like to talk to a lot of people, but I have a hard time managing like the 6,000 I have, and I'm okay with that.
Mhm.
Like, I don't need to have 20,000 people. I don't want to be an influencer. I want to help people. And I tend to help let people that are less experienced, not the ones that are like more experienced that want to find the hacks. It's the people that like that need really pushing and, how to get through the hard parts. They don't understand.
Awesome. Okay. So we've got time for, let's go with one more new
Okay.
thing on LinkedIn. What's your favorite?
Well, so I would, maybe not, this is not a favorite, but this is definitely something that everybody should know. LinkedIn has put a cap on how many people you can connect with, which is maybe all this creator mode and all these things are going down the road with. You should really be only contacting less than 100 people per week. It used to be per day.
Oh, wow.
So one, they're trying to get rid of, obviously, automation. And two, I think they're really trying to get people to actually relate with your first connections and have a real relationship and a real network going.
Yeah, I saw that on a lot of just the LinkedIn press room, them talking about investigating a lot of people doing the scraping of LinkedIn profiles and really trying to put a stop to that. So that's definitely a positive.
Actually, the scraping thing, I actually didn't even know. And that is true. Yeah, because I definitely sometimes will push the limit and I get the little note saying, you're connecting with a lot of people. Like, make sure you know them. So they will, it does pop up.
How do you feel about the LinkedIn events?
I think that there's going to be some sort of thing with LinkedIn Live and events, because I do see people going live with events. And truthfully, since I'm new to like LinkedIn Live, I have to get more using the events. So I think if you coordinate them together somehow, it will start to work together, but I'm not entirely sure about that. So
yeah, I saw a nice feature as if I said I was going to a LinkedIn event, it actually naturally came into my regular Google Calendar. And so that is, you can't do that with Facebook events where it just shows up in your Google Calendar. So I thought that was good. And then
that would be fairly new too. I don't know.
And it's just a feature to turn on getting in event invites. I could see that being abused because I'm starting to get from some people like an invite every week. I'm like, okay, no.
Yeah, I get very protective. I get grumpy when these things show up on my calendar and I'm like, I don't know what this is. And all of a sudden it's there. No, go away. I'm not going to this. Get this off my calendar. But I can see where it would be really convenient. But I did notice that even if it wasn't an event, there was a remind button so that when we posted the announcement on LinkedIn, it popped up and it said, remind, click this and you'll get a reminder when this goes live. So even if it's not an event, I really liked that feature.
Yes, I do as well. The remind button is a good one. Yeah. Like I said, I still have more to learn in that, but I will get there.
Awesome.
Yeah. One last thing going forward, another day for another topic, is LinkedIn business pages are definitely making some huge shifts, and we shouldn't really talk about it now, but a little teaser for another time.
Absolutely. We'll definitely bring you back. Jennifer, last question, last thought?
No, I just need to get into LinkedIn more. I'm a Facebook girl.
And I'm a LinkedIn girl.
And I straddle the fence.
We learn from each other.
There you go.
Right? That's how we, it takes a village. Is that the saying? It takes a village.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, ladies, thanks so much. For those of you that are listening, whether you're listening live or listening to the recording, be sure to reach out and follow us on LinkedIn and connect with us and follow the digital toolbox here on Facebook.
Awesome.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next Friday with another topic.
Thanks.
Right,
bye. Bye. Oops. Well, we are still broadcasting because I can't get the end broadcast. There we go.